What can you do with an English degree? As told by myself, Michaela Chambers. I chose this topic because I am an English major and I thought it would be good for me to do a little bit of research and also get this project out of the way while doing so. So, what is the point in getting a job, anyways? Why do people get jobs? Well, the three reasons that I could think of is that they want to make money, whether that they're in college and they need spending money, they want to be rich, doesn't matter. They want to make money. Second, people get into the job field to learn. They learn about their job, they learn about their career, they learn about their interests, and they usually try to advance based on how much they learn. Or three, because they truly enjoy their field. Now, this may not have to do with money, because just because you enjoy your field does not mean that you're making a lot of money. It just means that you like your job, which is completely fine. And honestly, for an English major, that's probably what's going to be happening. You just really have to enjoy what you're doing. So, why English? So, this is going to be focused around why I'm choosing English. It's very enjoyable and it's rewarding if you love doing it. If you can sit down and write and write and write, or if you can sit down and edit something, or if you can teach English, anything that has to do with English, if you enjoy it and if you think it's worth it, then it can be rewarding to you. And so many people, like I said, want jobs focused around how much money they can make. But I would like to wake up on a daily basis and look forward to going to work, look forward to writing or editing or teaching kids. I would love to have the future generations enjoy reading as much as I do. What jobs are there for English majors? And this is the number one search. It's from BYU in Idaho. There's a lot of just general information here. And these right here are the different job areas. So for writing and editing, you can do creative writing, journalism, freelance, or technical writing. And here are the potential employers. There's some strategies to achieve your goal. You can do education, and where you would work for in education is public schools, private schools, colleges and universities, libraries, or private learning centers. Some strategies. And also there's publishing, where you can be an editor, you can do advertising, sales, circulation, production, or publicity. And here are some of the potential employers. There's plenty of other jobs you can do in advertising, public relations, law, business industry, and that's about it. So for today, I'm just going to focus on... There are many, many jobs, and you can find a job nearly anywhere in the world. You might have to learn a different language if you want to go into public relations in China. You might need to learn Chinese, or even in Mexico. You might need to learn some Spanish. You can get a job in different places. Like I would never have thought of getting a job in the law enforcement or anything like that with an English degree. But you can. And you can also work from home, especially if you're a writer or an editor. You can stay home all the time and work. You can pick up many different jobs while you're working from home as well. So the first job I want to focus on is freelance writing. About 5 weeks ago, I spoke with a really wonderful lady. Her name is Wendy Strain. She is a freelance writer. That's her career. And she was actually recommended to me by our professor, Dr. Chuck, Dr. E. And she pretty much just laid out what freelance writing is, what jobs you can do as a freelance writer, and she really made it seem very enjoyable, and you can tell she loves her job. You don't actually need to have a degree for writing. However, you would probably be more likely to get picked for a job if you had that degree. In freelance writing, you could be a ghostwriter, which is when you write something for somebody. Say you write a book for Donald Trump, and he gets all the credit even though you write it, but you get paid. You could do blogging, internet blogging. That's very popular these days in the world of the internet. You can write books, which is a pretty obvious thing. And you can write articles, also another obvious thing. All of this falls into freelance writing and more things as well. You can get a job in editing or publishing. You would actually be picked for the job because of your degree. And then on a daily basis, you would put your knowledge to use. Everything you learn in college will be put forth every single day, because that's all editing and publishing is. It's working with the English language, working with English in general. They have actually started introducing a training program that editors are becoming required to go through. So if you wanted to become an editor, you might want to look into that training program and see if that's something that you will be able to do after you've already graduated college. The last job I want to focus on would be in education. After I graduate from Texas A&M Corpus Christi with my bachelor's in English, I would like to do the alternative certification, which is an alternative teaching certification while I'm actually teaching, and be a teacher. I think it would be a good starting job. It would give me a lot of experience, and I can help the younger generation learn about English and why they should enjoy that class, because so many of them don't these days. You will obviously have to have an English degree to get a job as an English teacher. And you can either get the teacher certification while you're in college or do the alternative method, which is what, like I said, I'm planning to do. While you're teaching English, you're going to constantly use the things you learned in college. You can teach the kids how to write, how to edit, how to use the language properly. You can teach them about doing technical writing even, so that they can apply to jobs, so that they know how to do things like this. It's a very important class. It's a core class. It's very, very, very important. So I just wanted to let you know a little about the professions you can do with an English degree. I only focused on a few, but if you want to look up some more, just type in what can you do with an English degree, and Google will provide a slew of different websites to tell you. And it'll explain the qualifications, the degree requirements, everything to you. And so now you can decide whether or not you would like to major in English. My credits belong to Wendy Strain. This website right here, www.editors.ca /join _each be an editor /so HTML, and the BYU Idaho website that I went on earlier and explained to you all. Well, thank you very, very much for your time, and I hope you can gain some knowledge from this video and maybe become an English teacher or an English major.